Come on in, hit that like button, subscribe. Welcome to Focus Daily TV. Here on Focus Daily TV, we speak about biblical prophecy and how it applies right here in America. Specifically, how it applies to those who are known as African Americans. Yeah, it applies to us, who in actuality, we are the people of God, people whom the Bible speaks of. Here on Focus Daily TV, we speak about how we became bond men and bond women. Yes, you, and you are bonded to a system of fiat currency, which truthfully is a system that is straight from hell, a demonic system of banking. Today we'll delve a little bit into the history of these money changes, as the Bible refers to them as. Here on Focus Daily TV, we don't do the research for you. We just introduce you to the information. It's up to you, and you, to study and show yourself approved. Let's get to it. Run this little video. I'll chime in. Add on.
Meyer Amschel Rothschild was a German Jewish banker who founded one of the world's wealthiest and most powerful dynasties.
My headphones together. Excuse me for that brief interruption. With these technical difficulties in line, let's go.
Meyer Amschel Rothschild was a German Jewish banker who founded one of the world's wealthiest and most powerful dynasties.
Ashkenazi Jew, who the Bible refers to as those who claim to be Jew, who are actually not. They are actually the synagogue of Satan.
He was born on February 23, 1744, in Frankfurt, the son of Moses Bauer, a money changer and goldsmith. The red shield over his father's shop door would become his family's heraldic symbol.
So whether it's the red shield or the red cross, they're all connected under this Rothschild banking family, which eventually led to J.P. Morgan, Chase, and those families.
When Moses died in 1754, Meyer Amschel had to abandon his rabbinical studies and go to work as a cashier at a bank in Hanover. He earned a series of promotions and
So what we're doing here on Focus Daily TV, we're introducing you to the true history of the United States. In order to thoroughly introduce you to that truth, we have to go back and introduce you to the players that brought about this corporate state of banking, this corporate institution banking state known as America.
managed to obtain a small share in the bank's equity. When he returned to Frankfurt, he took up his father's business and changed his surname from Bauer, German for peasant, to Rothschild, which meant red shield.
Basically, a Nazis. You see the bird. All it's missing is the little lightning strikes and that swastika.
In 1760, thanks to General von Eschdorf, whose business interests he had helped manage,
That's right. A Nazi banking institute came in and ideologically subverted the children of God and brought in a demonic fiat system of banking, or fractional reserve banking, as it is politically known.
Amschel met Prince William IX of Assia Castle. In 1769, he became William's court agent and began managing.
See, here we focus technically on the early 1900s, but it was in the late 1700s, early 1800s when the conspirators arrived and when they began to form that crafty council that conspired against us.
His estate, particularly the affairs related to the various wars the prince was involved in. Thanks to his ability and now considerable savings, Meyer Amschel was able to found his own bank a few years later in Frankfurt. Rothschild kept his...
Exactly. So when they speak about Rothschild, this is what they're actually referring to. The introduction of this fractional banking system, or this fiat currency system, which later, once again, J.P. Morgan fortified.
His oldest son, Amschel Meyer,
as a member of the Rothschild.
With him in Frankfurt, and sent his other sons to key cities around Europe. Nathan went to London, Solomon went to Vienna, James to Paris, and Karl to Naples. Each of them founded a bank with ties to their father's bank.
Crafty Confederate Council. The heads are being introduced.
In a very short time, the Rothschild family's business and commercial interests expanded. They focused on investments in the textile sector.
Banking is merely just, at least this form of banking, this fractional reserve banking, this fiat system, is merely just another form of witchcraft, which involves four-corner contracts in the bonding of men's souls and the selling of men's souls, as it speaks about in Revelation. In fact, Genesis through Revelation is prophesying that this shall occur. All would be fooled.
Gold trade and the insurance industry. They became increasingly involved in the world of stock market investing. The economic and political power of Meyer Amschel and his family grew enormously, thanks in large measure to war loans he made available to states and monarchies during the Napoleonic Wars. Meyer Amschel,
due to aligning itself with the Catholic Church and the Crown, which paid for the vessel charter of those individuals that came here and once again began to conspire. By here, I mean right here in North America, the biblical Holy Land.
Rothschild died in Frankfurt on September 19, 1812. He was 68 and left behind an empire extending over Europe's financial and commercial panorama. The Rothschild Empire grew stronger with the advent of the Industrial Revolution, as the family added mining and oil companies to their portfolio of stakes in large steel companies and railways.
Right here in America, they began to do their thing. And once they brought in this new system, that's when the money began to really trickle in.
Coined by Meyer Amschel himself, the family's motto, Concordia, Integritas, Industria, repeatedly rang true when the winds of history seemed to blow against the Rothschilds. Thanks to their sense of unity, the dynasty survived both world wars and managed to hold on to much of its accumulated wealth.
A demonic family, straight from hell.
Today, the Rothschilds remain one of the most powerful families in the world. In 2005, Forbes magazine, The Bible of Capitalism.
You heard that? The Bible of capitalism is straight blasphemy. This guy is the devil himself.
Named Meyer Amschel one of the most influential businessmen of all time, referring to him as the father of international finance of its accumulated wealth.
See, it's not no coincidence that they mention the Bible of capitalism.
Today, the Rothschilds remain one of the most powerful families in the world. In 2005, Forbes magazine, The Bible of Capitalism, named Meyer Amschel one of the most influential businessmen of all time, referring to him as the father of international finance.
More like the Antichrist Bible. But yeah, here on Focus Daily TV, we're presenting this truth. Hit that like button, subscribe, support the channel, #Focus Daily TV.